Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle and today I want to talk about training and your menstrual cycle. This is a topic I don't think is discussed enough. So many weight loss programs, strength training programs, most of these don't take into account woman versus a man and how they need to be treated differently. The biggest differences between men and women is obviously that we have our menstrual cycle. So I want to talk about how to work with your menstrual cycle so it can help you reach your goals versus working against it and trying to ignore something that's happening to every one of us every month. Some days you're feeling on fire at the gym and then next week, you can't even lift like it feels like half of the weight. Everything is so painful. And I'm here to tell you that it's all linked to your menstrual cycle. I want to talk about those weekly changes and how to link that up with your training to get rid of the guilt on those weeks where you just have less energy and can't lift as much. So starting your period for the next 14 days, you're in the follicular phase. This is the phase where your estrogen is higher. And we often think estrogen is bad, but it's actually good. And this is what gives us our strength, our energy, so we feel amazing on this phase. So this is when you can hit the weight room hard. You are probably having your best workouts over these next couple weeks. For me, this is when I try to do weights like 4 times a week, intense workouts, heavy weights, because our bodies recover a lot faster in this phase as well. It's the time to really see some progress. These are the 2 weeks of the month where you can really see amazing progress and lean muscle gains. So this is where you want to push it in the weight room. At ovulation to just before your period is called the luteal phase. So this is when your estrogen actually comes down and your progesterone goes up. In this phase, this is where you will see less energy. You have less estrogen, so your body is not recovering like it was before. You know, the same workout will take you double the time to recover from, it feels like. Also, your energy is lower, so you just can't even lift as heavy. Sometimes lower intensity workout will feel better in this phase. The luteal phase, your energy is lower, your recovery is slower, your body temperature is actually higher. You're actually burning more calories on the daily, so it seems as though our appetite does increase as well. And it does because we need more calories every day. Feels like we're working out less, but we're eating more. So it can be really confusing, especially if you're trying to lose weight. Through trial and error with myself and through some research online, these are the tips that I'm gonna suggest for you to help you not beat yourself up every month when you're losing your energy, you can't get your workouts in, everything feels painful, because I know especially as women, we have this guilt because we always wanna be doing more or eating less. So that is when you need to forget about that outside noise and start zoning in onto what's working for you. Obviously, if you feel amazing all month long, this is not the video for you. This is for other women like me that have menstrual cycles that really affect them and that weekly hormonal changes that they notice. So first thing I'm gonna advise you to do is to start tracking your menstrual cycle, because nothing is gonna tell you what works best for you than your own trial and error. Starting from, you know, your period, how do you feel? When you ovulate, day 14, how do you feel? Those 2 weeks in between, how was your training? How many days did you work out? And after ovulation, how did you feel? Were you able to hit it as hard, or you know, what changed? Based on that, you can assess for the next month to make it more appropriate for you. But what I noticed for me and a lot of female clients that I train is right after period, that's the time that we are pushing the weights hard. So you might be able to work out 4 or 5 days a week in this phase, which is amazing. During ovulation, it seems pretty different for each person. For me, my energy really drops. Sometimes I don't really work out for a couple days when I'm ovulating. According to research, this is a time where you could be very strong and possibly hit some PRs. Some women might actually feel really great when they ovulate and they can lift really heavy, but you're more prone to injury in this phase. So be careful while you're ovulating. I really suggest always taking a safer route. So for me, if you're ovulating, you're feeling lower energy, it's a time to listen to your body and take it easy. So what that means, if you're going to lift weights, do more body weight training. Do very lightweight, do full body, stick to a shorter workout, lower weight, It's no big deal. Post-ovulation, for me, what I noticed, low intensity workouts work the best here. This is when you might add in some walking, some yoga, might feel better than a heavy weight training session. So you need to figure out what works best for you. But during this phase, it seems as though most women really thrive on only 2 days a week of weightlifting, 2 to 3 max. And anything more than that, we are just not recovering fast enough from. I will only lift weights about twice a week for these weeks. And the other, if I get in a couple other workouts, it'll be a low intensity walk, a yoga. The intensity really goes down. According to research, they say shorter workouts, HIIT might work well for some women. That doesn't make sense to me because it's so high intense, you would need more recovery time. So definitely do your research. But if I could give you some advice, would be to go hard on the follicular phase. So for those 2 weeks after your period, go heavy. Add in some extra weight training workouts, add in some HIIT training, go hard. You are recovering your best in this phase. During ovulation, listen to your body. If you need a rest day, take it. For the luteal phase, take it easy. Get some extra rest days, that's okay. Go for a walk instead of hitting the gym hard. You need to listen to your body. Take the intensity down. On your period, every person is different. If you have a really tough day 1, day 2, take a rest day. Do some light stretches, a light walk. Nothing over like 20 minutes or a full recovery day is good too. So the more you can listen to your own body, the more results you're gonna see. So stop with guilt. There's no way you can train as hard in the luteal phase than the follicular phase if you have a regular cycle. So don't have that expectation because you will be disappointed month after month. Hopefully that helps. If you guys have any questions specifically on your menstrual cycle, let me know down below. I'm not a doctor, so this is just my personal opinion and what I've researched online. So I definitely recommend you tuning into what works best for you and doing your own research. I'll leave some links down below of the articles that I used for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and put it to practice so you can start working with your cycle versus against. See you in the next video. Bye.
And on we'll go through the wastelands, through the highways. And